The candle's kind of dead.
Can you move? Move.
Have, you know, grandparents, parents, or aunties, uncles, and she would ask other parents, but she said this one at home. I said, yeah, no problem. We can play on the Wii for a couple of hours. So.
Okay.
Does it work?
Didn't last time around. We've just replaced the candle. Let's see if it goes this time.
Maybe.
There we go.
Yay! Annabelle!
Feels funny.
Let's watch it when you're turning it. The candle's sliding around a bit.
Can I move the candle out a bit?
Yeah. Okay, that's probably too far forward. Back.
It has to be fun. No?
Has to be in just the right spot too.
This is a boat that moves.
It's burning a lot.
Can you just hold it for a second so I can see the pipes? Okay, Steph. So here's our boat. What's the boat part made out of?
A old milk carton.
Yeah. What did we have to do to it?
We had to cut the top out and cut a little hole on the bottom for the straws to go through.
Okay. So what's making our boat go?
The
Move.
engine.
Okay. What's the engine?
A Coke can.
A Coke can. Yeah, we can see that. What's been done to it to make it into an engine?
It's been folded and glued with epoxy glue.
Okay. And then what do we do? We saw the candle under there before. We can see where it's all burnt, where the candle's been burning away and putting a lot of soot on the engine. So what's happening inside the engine?
The candle is heating up the water.
Yeah.
The water that you put in before you put the candle in. It heats it up and turns it into steam.
And did we have to do any special testing to the motor before we put it into the boat?
Yeah.
What were we testing it for?
To see if it worked.
Yeah, it has to be airtight so that when the steam's boiling inside, it doesn't sort of just pop out the ends here. In fact, you can see that there's a glue on the end that's sealing up the end because we bent that aluminium a bit too sharply and it cracked. So there's actually glue holding it together. What sort of glue is it that we're using here?
Epoxy glue.
And is there something special about epoxy glue?
It's very strong.
Very strong.
It holds planes
Yeah,
together.
it can be used to hold aeroplane wings and things together instead of rivets. Is there anything special about the glue itself? Like, do you just go and buy a tube of the stuff, or what?
It comes in 2 tubes.
Yeah? And what's in those?
One's resin and one's hardener.
And what do you have to do to that?
You have to mix them both together.
And you can sort of just leave it lying around for half an hour or something like that?
No, it dries in 5 minutes.
It goes
About
hard.
5 minutes.
And you can actually mix it and use it underwater as well. It'll still seal underwater. So we've actually got this hole down the bottom filled up with that, and you can see these tubes here. So the steam, when we go to start this boat, we have to, what do we do to the motor, the engine? Do we have to do something to it before we start?
Put water in the straws.
Yeah, and what, fill the whole thing up. What do we call that? Doing something to the engine.
Priming the engine.
Yeah, and that gives it the water to boil and turn into steam, and then that's what makes it push around the bath. Eventually the aluminium here is going to wear out. It'll get cracks in it and it'll break, but hopefully it'll last for your little test at school to carry 10 paper clips 10 meters in the swimming pool. I think it will go the distance.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually, with the candles. Very tricky getting the candles in just the right spot. Okay, well, good work, Steph.